A journey back to childhood where books were adventures waiting to be taken and where poems had sidewalks that never end. The imagination, such a powerful thing. Join Katherine as she takes you back to being a stubborn adolescent who simply refuses to do her chores, and imagine the sights and smells as she guides you through this awesome adventure. Here to present speech number 4, How to Say It, Katherine Creech.
Good morning, Valley Toastmasters.
Good morning.
The imagination is truly a wonderful and magical thing. It can take a cardboard box and turn it into a race car. It can take the cubby under the stairs and turn it into a castle. It can take a spatula and turn it into a microphone. It can take that dirt lot behind your house and turn it into a kingdom, with moat and battlefield and all. It can transport you to different worlds and realms. You can visit outer space. You can go to magical places. So just a show of hands, how many of you can remember when you were younger the special places that you carved out with your imagination? I'm not going to call you out, just hands up. Good. Maybe you used Barbie dolls to do it. Maybe you had Matchbox cars. Maybe it was a Star Wars figurine. Unfortunately, as we all get older, we tend to use it less and less. Sure, every once in a while we'll take it out and dust it off, maybe on our drive home from work, maybe in that 1 hour that you give yourself every night as you read your book before you go to bed. Now the lucky ones with children may get to actually tap into their imagination a little more, right, as they're playing, which, by the way, playing and using imagination has actually been found to be a crucial part of childhood development. So I would say that if you do have children and you do get the opportunity to play and use your imagination, you're one of the lucky ones. And some of us may be lucky enough to be able to use our imaginations in our jobs. But again, I would consider you some of the lucky ones. So I mentioned that it's crucial for childhood development, but did you know that using your imagination also has been known to be used as a portal of self-discovery? It can help to build empathy for others, and has also been known to enhance your memory. So for those of you who haven't had an opportunity to use your imagination recently, what I'd like to do is ask you to join me today on a journey as I recite a poem, much like Mike did earlier, from Shel Silverstein's book, Where the Sidewalk Ends. So imagine with me this morning a fantastical world where sights and smells take on a world of their own. Sarah, Cynthia, Sylvia, Stout would not take the garbage out. She would scour the pots, scrape the pans, candy the yams, spice the hams, and though her father would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceiling. Coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas and rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, gloppy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crusts and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of black burned buttered toast, gristly bits of beefy roasts. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, globs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, rubbery blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk, and crusts of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries, and rancid meat. Yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and all of her neighbors moved away, and not one of her friends would come to play. And so finally, Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout says, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But by then it was too late. The garbage had moved across the state from New York to the Golden Gate, and there in that garbage that she did hate, poor Sarah met an awful fate, of which I cannot now relate because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Cynthia Stout and always take the garbage out.